Dear listeners, welcome to our segment where we talk about matters of public interest. Is your wallet feeling the pinch? This is our documentary this week, which will touch on education and the high cost of living.
So, kwa majina mimi naitwa Mama Faith. Watoto wangu mmoja ako grade 6 na hii mwingine ako grade 3. Sasa maneno ya gharama ya maisha nayo kuongea tu ukweli imepanda. Tukiangalia vizuri kama last year part 1 tulikuwa tunalipa chakula ya shule 2,500. Kwa wakati huu kila mtoto tunalipishwa 5,000. Sasa mimi nikiwa na watoto wawili, unaona hiyo ni shilingi 10,000. Na ile kazi nafanya hainisaidii, nakosa huo wakati wa kuamka asubuhi kupika chakula watoto wa bebe. Na wakibeba ile ililala chakula inaharibika. Sasa pia shule unaona wameanza kuleta maneno mengi. Mtoto usipolipa school fees yote mtoto anafukuzwa. Sasa mimi sijui sababu sasa mtoto akifukuzwa nyumbani nashindwa sasa nitakaa na mtoto ama nitaenda kutafuta pesa. Landlord na yeye alisema anatuongezea rent. Sasa kwa sababu gharama ya stima imepanda, gharama ya maji imepanda. Sasa pia landlord amesema pesa lazima iongezeke kwa wakati huu. Sasa mimi nikiangalia ni kama venye maisha inaenda, sijui kama ni shule sasa serikali inafaa iangalie kama wanaweza tuangalilia kama ni yale malipo ya karo yaondolewe na wapunguze ushuru. Hii ushuru tunalipa ni mingi sana.
That is the painful cry of a parent struggling to make ends meet. Life has become more expensive than what the average mwananchi can afford. The pinch of high cost of living has rendered pockets dry and has poured into education. Kenya, like many other third world countries, face the task of providing affordable education, which is essential for the growth of the country. However, the rising cost of living has made it nearly impossible for many to afford quality education, especially those from low-income households. According to a report by World Bank, Kenyans spend an average of 35% of their income on education. The cost of learning in Kenya varies on the level of education. Primary school level is supposed to be free, but that is not the case as parents have to pay for school uniform, books, and school supplies. A report by the government states that a textbook costs an average of 600 Kenyan shillings, which is quite expensive, especially for low-income families. Education has been highly impacted by the rising inflation in the country, as parents are forced to withdraw their children from school or reduce the number of meals per day to cut costs. Schools face challenges such as underfunding to buy school equipment, inadequate teaching staff, and infrastructure as they try to provide quality education. Some schools lack proper classrooms, which hinders learning. Some are too crowded and the students are forced to squeeze in a tiny room. To curb some of the challenges faced in education, the government of Kenya introduced the Higher Education Students Loans Board, providing loans to students in university and tertiary institutions to help them pay school fees. The loans are paid once the student completes their studies. County governments offer bursaries to vulnerable students who cannot afford school fees. The county government of Kwale, for example, emerged the best in this program as it has paid school fees for thousands of students. Non-governmental organizations and community-based organizations have come forward to help with the burden of education by offering school fees to students from low-income households. Furthermore, the government eliminated exam fees in both primary and secondary schools to reduce the financial burden. Quality education is fundamental in ensuring the growth of a country, but the high cost of living has made it nearly impossible to achieve that. The government and other stakeholders should work hand in hand to ensure the future generation has access to affordable and quality education regardless of the state of the economy. Without this, the education gap will widen, hence fail to realize our country's full potential. We have reached the end of our segment. Catch the documentary on our website at www.radiojamii.com and let us meet here next week, same day, same time. I was your host, Kibibi Salim. I wish you a lovely evening.